Hello, Utah. Welcome to the all-new 100% electric Nissan Leaf. This car is flat out cool. Let me tell you why. You turn off the volume, you hear nothing. Nothing, no motor. Had a guy come up the other day, look for the tailpipe. I said, good luck, you're not gonna find one. There is no tailpipe. 100% electric car, there's no oil in this thing. There's no transmission. It's got a real cool little thing here where you can push the little zero emission button, and then you can kind of, hit the driving range, and it's going to show you right there where you can drive based on the battery strength. So it looks like we can make it, all the way to price, which is pretty cool. Then you come over here and you hit the energy info, and you can kind of learn how much power you're using. Right now, when it goes to the bottom like that, it means we're generating power because we're stopping. And as we stop, it'll neutralize. And then when we take off again, it's going to go up because then we're using power. So not only does it save power, but when you're stopping, it's actually regenerating power. And then here it shows the other systems that are drawing power right now, which would be like the radio, the lights. The climate control is off right now. But what's cool is it also has all the modern conveniences with the navigation system that shows the traffic, so we can see if it's green, it means it's going smooth. Yellow is slow, and then red is probably something you want to avoid. It even shows like construction signs here and there. You still have XM. It also has Bluetooth. So you'll really get a kick out of this, but it's not hooked up right now, but I can play my music on my iPhone wirelessly through the Bluetooth protocol to the car. There's nothing to hook up like you have in Toyotas and Hondas. You just do it through Bluetooth and you get to play music. Pretty cool. So right here, over here, this little thing here shows you how eco-friendly you're driving. So the higher it goes up, the more eco-friendly you're driving. It's also going to start growing a tree. Right now we haven't earned a tree, but as we drive eco-friendly, in other words, not hammering on the gas, this is going to start growing a tree, and it starts building trees across this panel to remind you to drive eco-friendly. And here in a second, I'm sure we'll see the root system pop up, and we'll get credit for growing a tree, which is pretty cool. Here it shows you your miles estimated. Right now it's showing that we have about 90 miles until empty. Of course, that's going to vary on how you drive. If you drive it hard, it's going to go down faster. If you drive it friendly, it's going to last longer. Keeping in mind that 96% of Americans drive less than 100 miles a day, and that's the standard range of the Nissan Leaf. Now those in Utah, it's higher. It's like 98% of Utahns on average drive less than 100 miles a day. So you get worried about, but what if I run out of miles? Well, you're not currently driving more than 100 miles a day, so I wouldn't really worry about it. Comes with look what just popped up right there. The root system of our tree. And that's going to keep building branches until it goes to the very point, and then it's going to kick it over here and start another tree. And so you just try to grow trees to remind you of how friendly to drive. Now also, here it has a little button right there, or the little dot. This shows the power, and then this shows the regeneration of electricity. So as you hit the gas all the way, the power will go to there, and as you stop, it'll go back this way, meaning that it's regenerating the power. On the steering wheel, you still have your Bluetooth for talking on the phone, your volume control, there's your phone, your cruise, just like any normal car. You can put this on auto for your lights, just like any normal car. You still have complete power locks, power windows, power mirrors. Over here, it's showing you average economy based on miles per kilowatt hour. Kind of a strange metric, but the way it works out is, we pay about $3.50 for a gallon of gas right now. Well, if you compare that to what it runs the same, if you compare that to how much power it takes to go a mile, you spend $3.50 on gas or to charge this car in Utah, 6 cents a gallon. So just think about the amount of savings. When you put this in reverse, the screen lights up so you can see behind you to back up. Again, there's no transmission in this car. It's really strange. So it's just really like a joystick on a... This is also electric, the parking brake. Just pull that up and there's no... It just does it on its own and electrically locks the brakes. Really, really cool convenience. You still have all your garage door openers here. Place for your sunglasses there. Just, you know, the same old stuff. Oh, there's our green light. And again, that Lexus, not, you know, next to us is pretty loud, but this car generating absolutely no noise. It's a very, very, very cool thing. Still haven't built any more branches on our tree. You can't see it, but down here there's a little, almost like a hood release. That's what opens the little power hookup at the front. What's cool about that is there's 3 different ways to charge this vehicle. You can just plug it into any normal outlet on a trickle charger, and that'll take about 16 hours to charge the car on a trickle charger from 0. Now keep in mind, most of the time you're not at 0. You're probably going to be 50%, because that will be 50 miles. So when you come home, you just plug it in, and then on a trickle charger, you can charge it back to full in 7 or 8 hours. Now there also is the 220 volt, which is a much bigger hookup. And if you wire a garage for the 220, then you charge it from 0 to 100% in about 8 hours. Now again, if you're like me, I only use about half of it. So you're only really charging from 50 to 100, which is going to be 3 or 4 hours. So while you're sleeping, the car's going back to 100% charge. They also have a 440 hookup, which is kind of like a flux capacitor. And on the flux capacitor, you can charge the car in basically 20 minutes, which is insane. Now, you probably won't need that, but just, you know, going down the road, that will probably be important. Another real cool part about this car, it has its own iPhone app. Right here, Nissan Leaf. I get to plug in and see exactly my status of my car. I can charge it from here. I can turn off the charger. I can turn on the climate control, turn off the climate control. Because when it's plugged in, I could just set it, say, okay, I'm going to go out and get in my car in 10 minutes. I'll just turn it on right now. And it's going to use the power of the building to get the car cool or warm. So that when I come out to my car, it's already set temperature-wise. And that's all done through your iPhone. Those of you who don't have an iPhone or Android guys, I'm sorry, you better get an iPhone because I don't have one for Android. Anyways, I'll be back.